Hello and welcome to Studio 415. On today's show, you'll see how far Arcola and Huntertown Elementaries have come in the last 50 years. You'll see how Tik Tok has grown in popularity, and you'll meet a few chargers who are finding success with it, and you'll hear how one Carroll student is trying to become an entrepreneur. All that and more coming up next.
Get your own style, because if everyone looks the same, why would someone follow you specifically?
There's a lot of sacrifices that comes with it, but if you really want it, I say go for it.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know who Ryan Reynolds is. Man, okay, what do
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Ryan Pashy. Today, all the students from each elementary school within NACS come together to the one high school. Years ago, the district only had 2 schools to cover all grades from kindergarten to senior year. Studio 415 reporter Allie Butts explored the history of Huntertown and Arcola Elementary, taking a journey back in time to understand how our school district started.
It is likely that every day, students walk past the display case beside the field house, which shows the history of the old high schools. What students may not know is that these high schools were the start of Northwest Allen County schools. The 1920s brought a progressive era to education and an end to single-room schools. By 1922, Huntertown joined as one of the few schools to teach grades 1 through 12 in one building, but split among different rooms. Since then, the layout of the school has changed repeatedly. Huntertown graduate Carroll Allen shares how different it is today.
The parking lot's different, the playground's different. They have different equipment. Of course, it's a brand new school, so the rooms are all carpeted, air conditioning. The cafeteria was downstairs when I was here, and now it's on the main floor. It wasn't as big as this one, it wasn't as nice. And then the grades like 7th and 8th, I think, were on the main floor. Then the basement was the cafeteria, then upstairs were other classrooms for high school.
After 1969, when construction finished of Carroll High School, Huntertown was converted to an elementary school, hosting kindergarten through 5th grade. By 1986, small changes turned big as Huntertown's dirt backyard became what is now its cafeteria, gym, and new 4th and 5th grade classrooms. Only a decade later would a majority of the original school be removed. What sections remained as a part of the newest northern add-on would retain plaques dedicated to the school's original structure. Overall, Huntertown School's faculty managed to make many changes for the benefit of the school. Huntertown School's most recent principal, Casey Stancifer, has managed to make many physical updates to the school. One of Stancifer's greatest accomplishments was the 5th grade section, as he had the carpets and cabinets replaced, a fresh paint job, and with COVID and social distancing, Stancifer effectively separated students who sit together at desks while still allowing collaboration and group work. Huntertown was not the only school to open in the early 1920s. Shortly after, Arcola High School would open its doors in order to provide an education to the other side of the community. What is now the Arcola Eagles was first known as the Arcola Aces. Opening in 1923, the school's purpose was to bring an education closer to the growing community. While classes were still small, more and more families were having to send their children farther away to small township schools. A petition was formed to create an elementary through high school in Lake Township, and thus Arcola was built. However, the school still remained to be fairly small, with the first graduating class only having 2 students. Former student of Arcola High School, Marilyn Long, says that her favorite part of going to such a smaller high school was the tight-knit feeling of community.
I just really like the smaller community, the smaller school, the friendliness, and everybody looked out for each other. It just seems a lot different back then than it does today.
As the classes continued to grow, so did the building. In 1967, a community building that could be used as a gym and theater was added on that allowed the people of Arcola to come together in a common place for games and plays. When transitioning from a high school to an elementary school, what contractors wanted to preserve most was the outside of the building. Originally, the school has 2 stories, but now is seen with only 1. With this big change, this left some former students in a discomfort, seeing the school they grew up in and loved change so quickly.
I was out of it for some time when that happened, and it just seemed odd. I don't think I was really happy about it. it just didn't seem right, even now,
Arcola is now only one story and looks drastically different on the inside. However, the preservation of the old high school can still be seen on the outside, primarily at the entrance. The beautiful glass window has been saved through every remodel and allows the character of the Arcola Aces to shine through. I'm Allie Butts, reporting for Studio 415.
Many content creators of Carroll High School have gained traction on the social media platform TikTok. Studio 415 reporter Hudson Zahm investigates the hidden stars in Carroll's hallways.
Whether it's comedy, fashion, or dancing, TikTok is a creative platform for everyone, including Carroll students. Formerly known as Musical.ly, TikTok is a video sharing app that gained a popularity boom after rebranding in 2018. With a total of 1 billion users as of January 2022, TikTok is now the 7th most downloaded app of all time. In a Google survey of 400 chargers, 79% of Carroll students own a TikTok account, with 64% having posted videos online. Carroll students say the average time they use the app is 2 hours a day, with the world average being 52 minutes. Carroll students don't only consume TikToks, but they also create them. Active TikTok users V. Bollinger and Ken Hammond use their pages to be creative, share opinions, and have a good time with friends. CHS Junior V. Bollinger says her page is an assortment of videos.
I just make the most random stuff because I think it's entertaining to have like a variety of it.
Her rise to fame started with an artistic video edit, getting over 90,000 views. Now, V stands at 10,500 followers. Another student gaining traction on TikTok is scene fashion enthusiast Tara Pishbai. She is a frequent user on social media with over 1,000 followers on Instagram and 37,000 followers on TikTok. Tara says her followers enjoy her content due to her appearance.
Invest in looking unique, I guess, and not like, the same unique that everyone suddenly has. I mean, like, get your own style, because if everyone looks the same, why would someone follow you specifically?
Unfortunately, Tara's main account got banned for unknown reasons on March 8th. Despite the circumstances, Tara created a new account that already has 3,900 followers.
Anyone in Carroll's halls can be TikTok famous. All it takes is a cell phone and a little bit of creativity. For Studio 415, I'm Hudson Zahm.
From different types of math classes to nearly every type of art a student could think of, Carroll has it all. With so many options, neat classes could often get overlooked. Studio 415 reporter Allie Butts looked into a couple of classes at Carroll that students might not know about.
Over the years, Carroll has grown course selections to offer a multitude of options to students. With nearly 400 different courses, it is no surprise that some of these classes may get overlooked. One such class is Doug Hassel's Music History and Appreciation. This course is different from others in the music department, since it's based around listening and understanding different pieces of music across time, instead of performing them. Although it mainly focuses on music of Western Europe, there are vast amounts of things to cover, all in just one semester.
We kind of start from ground zero with the first question is, what is music? And then we start with that and just kind of find out where people are and then meet them where they are and then kind of take it through the course.
There are no prerequisites and no prior musical knowledge is necessary. It is available for students in grades 10 through 12 to take any semester.
If you would like to learn more about music history and appreciation, you can email Mr. Hassel or find him in the music hallway, stepping away from the arts into a more academic-based class. The class of etymology is another unique class that students may be unaware of.
If the arts aren't for you, students might consider Melinda Hopkins' etymology class, meaning the study of words. One might think the class is just about lectures and tests. However, there is much more to etymology.
And so we take advantage of that freedom in the small group. Sometimes we go outside. We've played all sorts of, like I said, activities, games, basketball. We played etymology Olympics once.
With the class being primarily student-driven, peers have consistent discussions with each other, analyzing word roots and where they can apply to real life. Utilizing hands-on and interactive approaches allows everyone to bring something unique to the class. This class also has no prerequisites and is available for students in grades 10 through 12 to take any semester. If interested in either of these classes, both teachers would be happy to answer any questions you have via email. For Studio 415, I'm Allie Butts.
Allie Butts and Patrick Wargo are searching high and low for students who have the right answers. Here's this week's Commons Questions.
Welcome back to Commons Questions. I'm your host, Patrick Wargo. Shout out to Ben Schaefer for making our sweet new logo.
It goes hard, it looks fire on the mic, and basically I'm the GOAT.
Let's get in the comments. What elementary schools are in NACS?
You got Arcola, Oakview, Perry Hill,
Arcola,
Aspen,
Cedar Canyon,
Perry Hill,
Hickory Center,
Patrick Wargo Elementary School.
That's not in there, I'm afraid. They should add it though. Get on that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oakview,
Eel River,
Cedar Canyon, I don't think we've said yet. Oh.
What is the hardest sport to play and why?
Swimming.
Why?
Because you can drown.
Hello, kid wearing baseball sweatshirt. What is the hardest sport to play?
I gotta go with baseball.
Wrong.
Probably like golf, honestly.
Wrong. Why?
Cause you just stand there.
And it makes
That's
it
pretty hard, yeah.
Fear of death.
Yeah. That's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Dying's good.
No, but swimming is good.
Okay.
Okay.
Standing's hard. You're doing it right now. You're doing like the whole sport.
Dude, I'm sweating right now.
You're practically golfing.
Yeah. Watch.
Okay, look at that drive.
Nice shot.
I'm just gonna step over that. Thank you. How attractive is Ryan Reynolds on a scale from 1 to 10?
9.
10.
He's 10, he's 10. Okay. You got that? He's 10.
7.
7?
Wait, okay. I would need to look up a picture. Oh, like 4.
7 out of 10, I don't know.
7 out of 10. Things are looking bad for Ryan.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know who Ryan Reynolds is.
Man, okay, what about you?
I don't know who that is.
Really?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
1 to 1,000, dude, and he easily surpasses that.
Oh my god. Okay, so very, very attractive. What about you?
I'll give him like 6.5.
6.5?
15.
15 out of 10.
None.
What?
None.
None? None out of 10? What do you got against Ryan? That's been all for today. Thank you, Ben. Oh no, I totally just went out with the head. This has been Commons Questions. I'm your host, Patrick Wargo. Remember to keep leaving your suggestions down in the description. Back to you guys in the studio.
Using the help of social media, this young entrepreneur is making a name for himself. Studio 415 reporter Landon Wallace has more about how a Carroll student started his own sneaker business.
Thanks, Ryan. In my story, I learned how a junior John Scott balances his high school life and a growing business all at the same time.
Reselling shoes has become a popular market in North America, and according to BusinessInsider.com, the sneaker resale industry was averaged to be worth more than $2 billion as of January 2022. Starting a business can be tricky, especially as a high school student. One junior here at Carroll has made it possible. Using his social media following and word of mouth, John Scott has been reselling shoes since his freshman year. Scott's passion for shoes started at a young age and eventually turned into more. He would begin his shoe collection by finding ways to make a little money, like mowing lawns or doing chores around the house so that he could buy shoes.
I was collecting since like 7th grade, and at the time my family didn't have that much money, so I kind of started doing my own thing, and just trying to like make a little money here and there.
Scott currently uses his Instagram and Snapchat to advertise his shoes and uses mobile payment apps like Venmo, Zelle, and Cash App. He plans to use other platforms like eBay and Grailed, which is a community marketplace for high-quality streetwear and designer pieces for men. Scott acquires his shoes by purchasing them as soon as they drop so that he can get them at a lower price on websites like Nike or JD Sports. He then resells them at a higher price, but still below market value, so that the customer can get a fair deal. Last year, John Scott had the opportunity to attend SneakerCon, a worldwide convention for sneaker enthusiasts to buy, sell, and trade a wide variety of rare and custom-made sneakers.
SneakerCon Chicago is absolutely amazing. I met a lot of mentors and people I look up to. Like I said, I was collecting in 7th grade, it was just like crazy to be able to see those people and those guys I watched at such a young age, and I'll definitely be back.
Scott believes that starting a business can be a challenge, but that it should not prevent students from trying.
There's a lot of sacrifices that comes with it, but if you really want it, I say go for it and just put it all out there on the table.
If you would like to support John Scott's business, follow his Instagram at 260.jsneaks. For Studio 415, I'm Landon Wallace.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. If you have a story idea, please let us know. For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great day, Carroll.
Smiles.